We do the love we share. I promise, talk, girl. The way you move, the way you play in the coast. I got two things that I got girls, baby, for sure. Just give me time and you and I sail on this boat.
Gotta finish my checklist, baby. On the checklist. Don't think I'm out here reckless, baby. Just gotta finish my checklist, my checklist, my checklist. 4 minutes, so tell me what you wanna do. I ain't never did nothing I was supposed to do. I'm playing my cards like poker. Let me greet you. Do anything to be close to you. But I got plans, love got me singing quick. Just like Sam, I don't want.
All right, we back. I had a little flashlight, so I had to go relieve myself. I'm sorry about that. You know, I keep it raw, y'all. We'd like to introduce. This is my little brother. I sound funny saying his name, but he's either little brother or a baby. Welcome to Raw Checklist, McQuan.
Hello, hello. How's everybody? Everybody good?
We are good. We are good.
We good. Long
Be that.
Hey,
I'm really. Is Michael Jackson really gone? Because I'm starting to really look at you and think I'm like.
Yes, a little rumor going around the city that back in '84, Mike switched out with me. I'm the real Mike, and I went in to hide. And the lighter Mike came about, and now he passed away, and the real Mike's still around. So yeah, I'm here doing my thing.
I'm believing this.
Well, let me get Janet number. I need to FaceTime her later on tonight. So give me your sister number, and
how's your new nephew?
He's good. He's good.
What do he look like? I just want to know. I mean, do he look like the daddy or do he look like Jermaine Dupri? I want to know.
You ain't seeing the baby, are you?
You would. She got that baby. Call her baby Blanket. Blanket number 2.
Blanket 2.
Or receiver number 2. I don't know. All right. Enough of cracking on my point. Thank you so much for coming out here in this slushy Friday.
Oh, absolutely.
But we some real Chicago. We raw people out here.
Yes.
8 inches of snow. We doing it in the raw. Doing it in the raw. Doing it after dark. Oh yeah, raw check. I'm not having no unprotected sex. It'd be just my guess. I'll get 50 and get pregnant with a damn baby. Baby come out
raw checklist, baby.
Yeah, baby come out in high school age. Man, you had a freshman. Thank you, doctor. I bought my to talk about what he does as an artist and especially talk about health for our men. Men are so stubborn and hard-headed. They do not go and get themselves checked out. McQuan, can you share with the audience what your struggle was and who you are today?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as a kid and growing up, I've always been skinny. I've always been the skinny one out of the family. But then, I was Indian and everything. So I noticed after my first year of college, I was at church one time and my aunt had pointed out to me like, hey, man, your thighs getting kind of big. You might want to, lose some weight. So I'd never been called fat in my life. So I was real self-conscious about that. So I said, oh, nah, I can't be out here fat. So I started jogging about 6 days out of the week, 3 to 6 miles a day. And this was over the summer leading to my my second year. And I come back to school, people thought I was sick because I had lost so much weight. Man, you kind of fading away. I said, nah, I just start exercising more, start eating better, start taking my
So when you say you exercise, what are some of the things you did?
Did a lot of push-ups, a lot of weight. I use a lot of dumbbells. I never use barbell. Dumbbells, a lot of weightlifting, a lot of push-ups, and a lot of 3 to 6 miles a day.
A day?
Yeah.
I'm tired listening to you. Workout.
Now, is that jogging or is that runner? Because you pretty in health. What's the difference between jogging and running?
Right, running is like sprint. It's like more full speed, and jogging is more paced.
What is walking fast?
Jogging.
Slower than a pace.
Well, I run all the time, but it kind of may look like I'm just walking fast, but I run.
You in shape. I mean, I love being with these two people that are in shape. I'm in love with Chipotle, so we just. But
I'm in
after
love
we
with
took,
Chipotle.
hey, that's it. Chipotle and bald head men, you can win.
And bald head men bring her Chipotle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
and
talking
you
about.
in.
That
Baby freshmen will be born.
they said, tell the Lord what you want. Honor that Father. I'm being Pacific. He got
Amen.
to be bald and he got to go to Chipotle. But again, okay. So with that struggle, and you picked up, jogging and good exercise tips. What did you change in your diet, or did you have to change diet?
Mhm. Absolutely. I stopped eating after 8 p.m. So when I started losing weight for the first time, I said I was still eating a lot of different things that were bad for you, but I said I'm gonna eat more fruits and just I'm not gonna eat after 8 p.m. So a lot of times our appetite gets crazy after a certain time at night, and when we go to sleep, that food that's when we gain the most weight when we eat late because now that's what your body's breaking down.
It's
So
not digesting.
right.
Okay, got it. And when you realized, damn, you wouldn't eat. When you first started doing it, was it a hard struggle? Was you like, I'm gonna cheat and still get a McDonald's burger, or was you like, nah, let me just drink some water? What did you do? Because I know at first it wasn't easy.
Right,
So what did
absolutely.
you do?
I would say, honestly, the diet part wasn't too bad because I was, like I said, I was still eating the junk I was eating before, just eating less and eating it not after a certain time. So that was simple because once you get a certain motivation, that keeps you going. Hits you like, no, that overrides your desire to want to keep doing what you were doing.
Okay.
So it was more so the exercising part. Because jogging, starting out, I would walk a block, then I would jog 2 blocks, then over time I was jogging the whole way there. So
I love it. That's a good thing for people to pick up from that is that I think we talked about that last week on the show is moderation. We talked about
Yes, we
changing
did.
things in moderation. So stop stopping eating after a certain time,
right.
and then you incorporated a lot of smaller things, adding more fruits, adding more vegetables, smaller things, learning to walk, then you could run.
Yeah.
So I like all that you didn't do everything all at once and
Right.
but you trained yourself, and I bet you still kind of follow that same routine. Does that help keep it off at all?
Well, over time, like as of now, it's changed a lot since I started. Like now, I don't eat meat. I don't eat any seafood. So animals, I don't eat.
You don't eat animals?
Right.
No.
No chicken, no
No
fish,
animals.
no shrimp, no burgers, no steak, pork. And it was a process with that. I stopped eating pork about 6 years ago. Then red meat 3 years ago. Then I gave up the rest almost 2 years now. So I've been clean of meat 2 years.
That's why
Wow.
his skin. Look at him, girl. Look at his
I know he
skin. He
glowing.
could
I
do
thought
an
that was
all
the
of
Michael
them.
Jackson effect,
No,
but
he commercial. I mean, he got pretty skin, pretty teeth. I'm keeping it in the raw. You have to understand when a person just zoos out prettiness and softness with their skin, it really is in their diet, and he shows it. I think him and Lorenz Tate, y'all do the same thing because Lorenz look better now than he did years ago when he played that murderer in that movie. I
But it's
mean, it's
society.
just yeah, it's his diet. What would you recommend that men need to do to just start out,
Mhm.
now, something small that they need to change? What would you recommend that our men do?
I would say get to the root of why you're addicted to it. So a lot of times seeing certain things, seeing what it can do to you, like full on, because a lot of times we hear about, okay, this is bad, but if we see certain documentaries or certain films or we're exposed to certain things like, oh, that's what I'm eating, a lot of times that can motivate you because that's kind of what it did with me with pork. I started seeing that, all kind of parasites and termites were in pork and
termites,
worms. Yeah.
parasites.
You gonna make one to pass out?
And so they did a study actually a while back where someone heated up a piece of raw pork and worms came out.
I saw that.
So yeah.
Wow, you did?
Yeah, they poured 7 Up on it, and it
Yeah.
kind of makes
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
wow.
That
Okay.
that's life changing watching
Right.
that one. But unfortunately, I went back, so I'm
Right.
I made that. But now I'll go back. I'll go watch that again and
I probably need to watch it in because
re-traumatize.
when we leave here, you all know where I'm going.
Where you going?
Chipotle.
I forgot
That's where,
that.
yeah,
You
that's
ball me and be there
that's
waiting
where
for
I'm
you.
going.
You gonna start y'all with a veggie bowl.
Yeah, well, no, lie. Chicken
I don't
bowls.
think they have pork, do they?
No, they got the steak. You can get the
Okay.
steak, chicken, or the carne, so whatever, carne, whatever.
Oh, that's pork.
Yeah, you can get
Okay.
it. But I noticed something too a lot, and I really love you for this because you don't mind educating people. What is your opinion about with this weather? So I'm trying to get people to understand about
Yeah.
that flu shot.
Right. So I've never been a fan of the flu shot because it's common sense. Because a lot of times we hear, well, they're giving you something so you can build up a tolerance for it, so your body can get used to it, so it can fight it off. But the average person don't eat healthy. The way the body fights off diseases or viruses is through the body, through what you eat, through your foods. Your foods are your medicine. So if you've been eating junk, then you get a flu shot. What good is the flu shot? You're putting the flu virus in your body.
So now you got junky flu.
Exactly. Right.
That's it.
So,
that's all I see. Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's counterproductive. It's pointless. I've never been a fan of it. I've never been a fan of vaccinations and just injecting things, because your body is a result of what you put in your body. So if you're putting healthy food, you're gonna always be healthy. Because there's a thing with the body, how it works is acid and then there's alkaline.
Now explain that. Break that down. For
Absolutely.
Us.
Alkaline is how the body's designed. It runs on acid though. So you need a certain level of acid in your body. It's called balance. 80% alkaline, 20% acid. The average American is the opposite. 80% acid, 20% alkaline. Even if that much. So we wonder why the weather breaks and we get sick. Now it's the winter time, so everybody's sick. Everybody's getting the flu. But that's a result of you putting junk in your body when it was warm out. So now the climate changes, your bodies are trying to adapt to the new weather change. So now that's the reaction. You get sick as a result because of the excess mucus from the food that you've been eating.
So does alkaline water replenish that? What
right.
is that?
Alkaline water brings the body's level, the pH level up to a certain number, which is 7. That's the neutral. That's where your body's supposed to be maintained around 7.
For a 7 pH?
Right.
Okay.
So anything really below that is
sounding all educated over there.
Trying to, Wikipedia, these bills are
chemists.
Right, so right. what level of alkaline water should we start out with?
Honestly, any good spring water. So if spring water, so natural spring water.
It don't have to be alkaline. It can just be spring water. Okay.
Right. Natural spring water is a good recommendation, and the average human is supposed to drink half of their body weight in ounces.
Oh God, I'm a lake then.
Right. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you're supposed to drink 100 ounces.
Water. Yeah, I'm a lake then. I have to put on the Depend because I'll be feeling all over the place. What food? I heard you mention mucus. Right. What drink or food has mucus in it that you would recommend we should stay away from?
Caffeine, Gatorade, pop.
Gatorade.
It takes
Gatorade has
absolutely.
Get out of here.
Dehydrates you, because a lot of diseases stem from lack is made of water. So when it's deprived of water,
they land on that commercial, them gym commercial, them athletes be drinking that Gatorade.
Right.
I don't explain that again to me. So it is because it hydrates you with something wrong. Explain that to me.
It sucks because of the what they make the Gatorade out of, the sugars and the different things. It sucks the water from the body, so it dehydrates you. It's counterproductive. So even though it's a liquid, it's still inside the liquid is sucking out the water that's in your body, because your body needs water. Your body doesn't run off juice. Your body doesn't run off coffee. It runs off water.
My body runs off coffee. It don't start running.
That's it.
Right. I believe you, but okay. Well, I'm going to minimize the amount of coffee I drink till I can wean myself off. I do know that about caffeine.
I love coffee though.
And a lot of people who drink heavy caffeine, a lot of times have stomach problems because
my stomach is so big. I'm gonna file a lawsuit against Dunkin' Donuts. Because I'm going to get paid. They the reason. You know how that thing on there would say, don't drink, it's too hot, you could get burnt. Mm-hmm. And that lady won that lawsuit in that Dunkin' Donuts. McDonald's, their coffee. Right, I'm going to do the same to the Dunkin'. This is why my stomach is so big. Because it's Dunkin' Donuts' fault. They didn't tell me.
Full of mucus.
Now, do you think milk has mucus in it?
Absolutely. Milk is nothing but mucus. Oh, wow. Milk is glue.
Explain that.
Let's break it down. Look at Elmer's glue. The symbol is a cow because of casein. Casein is the proteins for cow's milk that allows the baby cows to build up enough bone strength to maintain the weight and sustain that amount of weight. They weigh a couple thousand pounds, so they need enough bone strength, and that comes from their mother's nutrition. Casein is the heavy protein in milk. It's not calcium. There's very little calcium in milk. You'll be better off eating a piece of newspaper to get more calcium than you would drinking a glass of milk.
So they've been lying again. That make you strong bodies, bones, and everything.
Absolutely.
Make you weak.
For cows, it does. A lot of America has the highest athlete injury rate.
Do we?
We're the highest milk consumers. So there's a correlation between drinking more milk and athletic injuries
I
because
had
of
no
bone,
idea. Right.
right?
So that's what happened to Derrick Rose, and the Bulls ain't won.
Probably.
Drinking all that milk and
Right,
Pete
right.
Giordano's pizza that he bought.
Do you feel better? Do you feel better with changing your diet?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Getting sick is a foreign element now. Growing up as a
That is
kid,
great.
all I would do was eat rib tips. We go to all the barbecue spots after church, get Harold's, McDonald's. I lived off of that as a kid. So I always wondered why I stayed sick. I'll be the kid in class blowing my nose every 2 seconds. So I'm like, why is everybody else good and I'm just
Maybe
sick
the
all the
plastic
time?
surgery you had?
Was that?
When your hair caught on
Right,
fire,
right,
was that when you
right,
realized
your hair caught on
after
fire?
that Pepsi commercial?
that was tragic. Yes.
I know
Wow.
you really Michael
I mean,
Jackson.
the insight that you taught us is a lot. What would you recommend effective? Let's say, it's the weekend, everybody finna get, and next weekend is chocolate weekend. If you're gonna cheat and do that to your body, what kind of chocolate or treat would you recommend that people have for Valentine's Day instead of the usual damaging, sweet fattening Snickers, turtles? What kind of snack would you recommend? Healthy snack that you can give your loved one on Wanda's birthday.
Absolutely. I would recommend freezing grapes. Try that.
Okay.
Take some seeded grapes. Don't get grapes without seeds in them because they're not real grapes. But get some seeded grapes.
Did you hear that, Wanda?
I've heard that's not natural. They're
Right.
So
they're
gotta
made with grapes.
in
Yeah.
there.
Absolutely.
Seedless anything.
Right,
Watermelon.
exactly.
Don't
Yep.
go seedless because that's not you probably know. What is
Right,
the
right.
term? Is not that it's
They're
not
a
natural.
GMO.
Yeah.
Right. And they're because
What's GMO?
genetically modified objects. So
Wow.
think about this. Where does an apple start from? How do you get an apple?
A tree.
And where does a tree come from?
A seed.
A seed. So how do you have fruits? How do you have an apple that's supposed to come from a seed without a seed in it?
They've
How do you have-
modified things
Exactly.
to be seedless.
Oh, so it's made.
Right.
Yeah, man-made.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Well, if I get me a seed, can I make a good man from a seed? Put me an apple seed with a grape seed. I'm gonna sow a seed, put some apple crown and an apple seed, and one strand of hair so he can just kid.
So
Listen, McQuan, tell the audience what also you do as a performer along with the good health.
yes, Michael Jackson impersonator. So I go around the city, the country, wherever people want to book me, and I dress up as Michael Jackson, the whole wardrobe, put the hair down and the jerry curls, do the makeup a little bit, so get paid to go around. If you want Mike for your party, I'm your man.
What's one of the craziest places that have booked you? Something we would think was weird, where someone booked you to come.
I did a graduation party, and it was in like an alley. So I had a moonwalk and glide and
In the alley,
spin and full of rocks. It was nothing but rocks outside.
Oh my God.
Getting poked, and I'm like, oh, yeah. It was rough.
Wow.
And they wanted me around for 30 minutes. So yeah, I was in the 30 minutes and some rocks, just moving around, trying not to fall.
That was on the west side, wasn't it?
Southwest side.
Did you ever do a back to school event? Do you remember ever in the Beverly neighborhood?
No,
You don't remember that? Okay.
And talk about your platform.
Because I swear that scared me. I was like,
check
Michael
out your
Jackson?
platform.
Oh, absolutely. I also coordinate events with my friends. We got JC Productions, so we put on different events for different themes throughout the seasons. So we just had our event Love Fest January 5th.
Love Fest. I love that.
Yeah, so we
What's
had
the next one?
We're actually putting that together now because there was so much hype around the first one. So that was our first event on a big scale. So we had a huge turnout. It was themed about relationships, dating, cupping season. Since we were bigs, and so we wanted that to be the theme. So a lot of people came out for that.
That sounds
Yeah, it's gonna be cuffing for the next 4 months because Big
Yeah.
Girl's getting the income tax back. So it's gonna be a whole lot of cuffing going on. We want to thank our guest, McQuan. That's my little brother. Tell them where they can find you at on social media as well.
Absolutely. You can find me on Instagram at Mr. Shapeshifter. That's Mr. period Shape Shifter. Or you can follow me on Facebook, MeQuan Scaife.
Thank you for being my guest and
No
Wanda's
doubt.
guest
Appreciate you.
on Raw Checklist. We are going to go ahead and get back out here in this slush. Find us again next week, same time, 11 o'clock. Don't forget the 14th is Wanda's birthday.
Yeah.
So make
Bring
sure
me
you
some grapes.
yeah, with
Frozen.
seeds in them.
With
And
the
if,
seeds
if you want to
frozen.
look healthy and have glowing skin, look at
And
this
a piece of
man
chocolate,
right
though.
here. And you
Yeah,
know what I
balance.
like, Chipotle. Have a good weekend. I'll see y'all tomorrow at the Dorchester.
The way you move the tail when you play it go. I got 4 things that I gotta do, then I'll be yours, baby, for sure. Just give me time and you and I sell on this boat.
Gotta finish my checklist, baby. All these things on my checklist. Don't think I'm out here reckless, baby. Just gotta finish my checklist, my checklist, my checklist. You only got 4 minutes, so tell me what you wanna do. I ain't never did nothing I was supposed to do. I'm playing my cards like poker, boo. Let me grease you up like supposed to do.